bother using that. When you're, I think, down to 1 heart, you get like double defense, which is still pretty useless. Even more so when you even get so much as a few heart containers. Or if I get like a blue ring, that's gonna pretty much make it useless already. Alright, what do we got in here? I got the raft. Okay, so really all I need is a whistle, and I can do all my exploration outside at least. I'll get all the base items. Get as much money as I can right now. Alright, gold rupee. I think the classic one were green. Green where your 10 rupee drops, because you had your normal 1s and 5s. Oh, might as well go through this level really quick. Shouldn't take too long. And I don't think the little entering, exiting trick works. I think that's only in the NES version. Although not that I'm really worried about keys, because I already got a fair number of them stocked up. And you're just gonna stock up more as you go along. There are plenty of ways to save keys in this quest. Well, at least that's a little more obvious to work with. Again, the clues in the original Zelda, I mean, you know, those almost make no sense at all. They're just like all riddles in themselves. Here they're a little more obvious to read. Alright, what do we got in here? Heart container. Actually, not that bad to get him right now. Give me some insurance to work with. Yeah, already that peril ring starts losing a lot of value. Once you even get so much as a few heart containers. Because it's just so limited in its use. And there's a whistle, very nice to get. Now the 1.1 version actually adds a second whistle, and it's kind of convenient because if you don't know where to look for base items, you may not find the whistle for a while, and you really start getting stuck in like the mid levels because half of them require the whistle to open, and others are like dig doggers and sometimes both. So it's good to get it early. And flippers! That's interesting. Well, it gets rid of all my drowning problems. Never have to worry about drowning again. Probably gonna go for some expansions at this point. I can pretty much get all the items in the overworld if I wanted to, but probably just get some of them now. Get all the safe ones first. Another ore container. I think I selected the option of at least one heart container in the overworld. And it just says ensure heart container, so again, it means you can get more than one. And not just limit to one heart container. Grab another item on this screen. Another heart container. Oh, both my whistle spots got me heart containers. Now I'll just go over here really quick. Oh yeah, I can actually go up here and get this. Now that you have flippers, on this screen you can actually dive up in this corner. If you have the Lens of Truth, it'll reveal that to you. You can dive right here. Here you pick up your double magic, which at this point is pretty much pointless. So you see I have no magic, so you can't double zero magic. It's still zero. Alright, what do we got up here? Oh, a four-way ladder. That's not really useful for a while. Yeah, those arrows that you saw there, I'm just gonna get those later. Those expansions later. Arrows aren't really that useful. Now, if it was bombs, I would pick them up because it gives me more room to spend cash. That's really the only reason. But if it's anything else, I just leave it there. Because I'm gonna make a big trip around to collect everything later anyway. Now, there's, if you play the second quest, level 3 is in the same spot, so I'm just gonna go in here because that's where, another level is. But I'm just using that to transition over to the, dark overworld. And there are two overworlds here. For those of you who haven't played this quest, a light and a dark. So, two different overworlds. And the dark overworld is just a little bit more difficult than the light one, not surprisingly. Now, if you play some of the other quests that actually have, like, say, two overworlds, some of them, yeah, that second overworld is not just a little step up. I mean, it really ramps up the ante on you. And that is another quest on my queue list. Kind of show you the transition. Like, if you play, Randomizer Classic, there's no increase in difficulty. This one has a little bit of an increase, and then the quest I have on queue is a giant step up. I mean, it's just like everything just ramped up like 2 or 3 stages. Yeah, probably a lot easier to get doorway spammage. Since I don't have a magic shield yet. And same thing, still need your enemy bait. What's nice about this kind of vertical position is that they can't. The boomerangs are gonna miss me on both sides. So if you can stand right in the middle of 2 tiles, you'll dodge all the projectiles on a vertical path. Oh, I got a level 2 hammer. I might be able to put that to some use, I suppose. Because that does do magical sword damage. I suppose I can get some mileage out of that. Again, it's kind of odd that, again, I switch both my A and B items at the same time. It might be because I'm using a controller and not the keyboard. I'm not sure exactly why. When I watch other people play it, they only switch their B item. I actually switch both items when I play this. It may have something to do, again, that I'm playing on a controller. Another ore container. Yeah, so you see these gold Octoroks, and not there before. Not in the light overworld. At least not on most screens. Yeah, 4-way shooting moblin there. Again, it's only a little increase in difficulty. It's not that much. Not so dramatic to make things impossible. So you don't need to panic too much. I might as well just keep spending money. Now, if you go into any of the item locations, it'll take you back to the light overworld. Also, levels like 1x and 2x's will also take you back to the, the 1s and 3s. It'll take you back to the light overworld as well. 2s, 4s, and I think most of the 5s will take you into the dark overworld. And it's kind of how it works with the map system here. Okay, let's see what I want to do here. Now the good thing is most levels you can actually access from either side. There's only a small handful of them that you can only go from one side. So for example here, this is 3-2. Again, you can access from either side. So we'll go through the Hydra really quick. Luckily I unloaded some money, so I have plenty of room to hold cash. It's actually kind of convenient to have a level 2 hammer. Take out these blue Stalfos in one hit. Kind of teaches you not to rely on your sword too much. It really depends what you get for items. I mean, if you're lucky enough to get a lot of sword upgrades early, then all the more power for you. But sometimes you're not going to get sword upgrades, and you just have to learn how to rely on not having a sword. Which I've had that before. stuck with like a low-level sword for most of the game. Just have to learn to get around it. And a lot of items actually help you, so if you can get some of those higher level items, you can really push through on some of this. And that's useless. A peril beam. Not gonna be able to use that for anything. Too many hearts now. Because that only activates that one heart to have, you know, you use your sword beams. It's kind of pointless. I might as well get as much mileage out of this hookshot as I can. I think that's the only thing I have that stuns enemies right now. Oh yeah, the music in the modern versions are different from the classic version, whereas the classic uses like just generic music for whole groups of levels. This one depends on the color scheme. So here you got the face shrine music, I believe. So you got this color scheme that's going to use that music throughout. So it depends on the kind of the background borders, what music you're going to get. So at least there's a little more variety. Exceptions are like the level 9s, because that's going to be the same color background, but different music. Yeah, the ladder can get a little bit wonky in this quest. You can kind of just run into some weird situations with the ladder. You know, you can still drown because you kind of run off the edge with your ladder. At least it's not an issue now, since I have flippers already. It's actually nice to get that early, because it actually opens up a lot of levels, actually. A lot of shortcuts I can now go into. And don't need to deal with that. Just leave that alone. And Lens of Truth. Pretty much garbage at this point because I have no magic.